Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, or if you're watching live on Twitch. Today we are playing Simic Birthing Rituals. So if you haven't seen the deck before, it's essentially just like Simic, like mid-range cards or like value engines like Ice Fang Coatl and Coiling Oracle and Fibblefib. And then the aim of the game is essentially just to cast Birthing Rituals and then turn your 2-drops that give you some sort of value into 3-drops, which are a bit more of a threat. And then you can even go up to 4 with Subtlety as well. And the way that you're getting so many Birthing Rituals, or consistently getting a Birthing Ritual, is because you also play 4 Shardless Agent. And I think the aim is that you're trying to cascade into Birthing Ritual as often as possible. Obviously, it's not going to happen every single time, but that would be ideal if you can do that. So although you have only 4 copies, you essentially have 4 copies that have a 4 in 14. So you kind of get like a 5th one. I don't know what the math works out, but you more reliably find a Birthing Ritual because of the Shardless Agent. And I guess the best thing that you can turn your 2-drop into is going to be a Boron Oculus, just an absolutely huge threat. We're also playing a bunch of free spells. So you've got Flare of Denial, you've got Subtlety, and you've got Endurance. And then as a way to actually have one mana removal, because obviously it's modern, the format is very fast. We are playing 2 Dismember. This list came second in a challenge. It's by someone called Commie, C0MMI. So congrats to you on coming second in the modern challenge. Hopefully this list does us well as well. If you are new to the stream, or if you're watching on YouTube, I do now stream every day from 12 o'clock UK time. So I think that's GMT. I don't really know time zones. But yeah, I do stream daily now, so head over to my Twitch and hit follow if you do want to watch live. Well, it's a bit slow with 4 lands, but we've got the Birthing Ritual, so I think we're supposed to just keep this. This is like the whole deck is built around this card. And I've just realized, is this a sloth? Oh yeah, these are all sloths. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, don't Thoughtseize me, bro. Oh, okay, it's blue, it's fine. Oh no, we're against Mill. Sure. I guess we just lead off with Hedge Maze. Well, we'll keep on top, but it's going to get milled. I guess the Surveils don't really matter unless you do it instant speed. Is this a bad matchup? This feels like a bad matchup. Let's view our sideboard. Do we have anything that can beat this? Oh, sure. We've got Endurance main deck, right? Okay, so there's Endurance. That's a really good option. Mystical Dispute. I guess Stern Scolding. I don't know. Are you supposed to bring in Stern Scolding to beat Hedron Crabs? It's not something I'd ever considered. Dismember. A little bit slow now for that. A little bit late. I think we want to go Oracle this turn and then Ritual Dismember next turn. So let's go ahead, shock this in. Green, blue, Coiling Oracle. Oh, it comes in untapped. I just assumed it was tapped. So if that's the case, let's just go Dismember this right now. That is perfect. So next time we can play our Birthing Ritual, hopefully find an Oculus and start popping off a little bit. I feel like this deck only works when they have crabs. If they don't have the crabs, this deck seems to just never get off the ground. Another Sink into Stupor, sure. We do these 2. They might have a counter spell for this. They have Drown in the lock. Yeah, sure. Getting a little bit nervous now that we haven't got anything to do other than to remand things. Return target spell or non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Doesn't buy us that much time against mill. Maybe if they've got like 3 mana mill spells, I guess. They've also got the Sheldock Isle going off as well. If a deck has 20 or fewer cards, we're at 37, so not quite yet. But an Endurance is going to be by far the best thing we can find. Have we gone through any yet? Doesn't look like it. Okay, they're just passing. We're going to try and Surveil end of turn. The problem is they have a Misty, so they can crack. Oh, we don't even have another Surveil left. Yeah, there's 2 Endurances in there. Archive Trap. You got it. So now we're at 20. Can they activate this at 20? Yes, 20 or fewer, not fewer than 20. Okay. Another Sink into Stupor. Well, we can slow things down, but that's about as much as we can do. Really need to find a threat. Or an Endurance. I'll take either. Our opponent is somewhat running out of gas. Fractured Sanity. Each opponent mills 14 cards. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Let's just bounce that back to our opponent's hand. At least slow the game down a little bit. They find a Field of Ruin. Okay. Crack the fetch. 1 Endurance gone. If we see the second one, I think we will just concede. I don't think we can kill them quick enough. Okay, we still got 1 Endurance going on in there somewhere. The main deck Endurance should make this matchup so much closer than it would be without it. Like, obviously, if we didn't have it in the deck, then this game would be over. Okay, we find a Birthing Ritual, so that gives us a little bit of a chance. We'll play the land first. We'll pay 2, play the Birthing Ritual. And if we can resolve this and find the Endurance, we could have a hell of a game on our hands. So we can counter that if we want, or we can try. No, we can't. Yeah, sure. So that happens. And I guess we just pass the turn. There's still a small chance that the last Endurance we end up drawing, unless they can mill us in 1 whole turn. Surgical Endurance. Yeah, you got it, buddy. You got it. So we'll bring in the extra Endurance. Bring in Force of Negation, Mystical Dispute. Anything else? Stone Scolding might be good enough because of the crabs. It's hard to tell. Oh no, because then you can cascade into them. Maybe it's just worth it to risk it. Because we just don't have very much removal, do we? All right. No, we've got subtlety as well. No, we're going to bin these off. Oh shit, we're on 63. Let's give that a go. I do like having, it's quite a high power. Is it better than Harbinger? Probably. Yeah, see how that goes. There's also a challenge on today in about 5 hours, which I'm tempted to do. It will not be with this unless we get some crazy 5-0 or something. I can't imagine I'll be playing this in a challenge. Nothing against the deck, it's just not normally what I would play. More of a zoo player or some sort of aggro player. No 1-drops, feels wild. No 1-mana creatures. Opponent deep in the tank with their sideboarding, using up every second. Alright, we're in. Definitely need to go first. Yeah, this hand looks fine. We'll go ahead and keep. P Delta 12. Two Flare of Denials means we have a lot more is it protection against mill? I don't, or disruption. Yeah, it's much better disruption than last game. Dismember. Yeah, I think we're happy to find that. Using that on a crab is really handy. Island into Hedron Crab from the opponent. So are we just gonna... I think we're just gonna go play this, fetch shock, get a breeding pool, and if we oracle into a land we can then dismember, that would be the perfect scenario. Let's give it a go. Easy high roll, right? Oh yeah, easy high roll. Nice. Never didn't have it. Do you need to keep some of these around for the birthing rituals at some point? But like sacking them for flare is pretty reasonable, I think. All right, the beatdown plan begins here. Oh, there's the Shardless Agent. That's huge. So we'll swing here for 1. If we see the Stern Scolding, I'm going to be very sad. But maybe we'll find a birthing ritual. Okay, a Quattle's fine. So draw a card. Draw Force of Negation. I don't think our opponent's ever resolving a spell, are they? I mean, you can draw a card, that's fine. A card that matters, I should have said. So now our opponent's turn 3. Preordain, sure. I mean, like, these spells aren't actually doing anything. You can spin the wheel as much as you want. Do we care about the crab? Probably should. I guess we keep the flyer that could potentially get Death Touch later. Then they play their Shelduck Isle, sure. Another Dismember, okay. Let's just go see what we find. Fib. So we'll play this and we'll shock. And I think we're just going to play this guy out. Just flood the board with the most random creatures in Magic. Bonk our opponent here for just 3. But that's okay. We've got loads of counter Magic with I think we're actually looking alright. The thing we're probably scared of the most is Toxic Deluge. I think Mill normally plays one of those, and then maybe one Meat Hook Massacre. Shelduck Isle, sure. Oh, the stream is named wrong. Let me just edit the stream. What's this deck called? Simic Value Creatures. There we go. I've updated the stream name. Target player mills 10. Do we want that to happen? Not really. Oh, hello, an Oculus. So if we play the Oculus, we do then open ourselves up to Toxic Deluge because we don't have a blue spell for this or the mana. Yeah, I think we're going to have to pass as much as I don't want to. Like a board wipe is just very likely for them to beat us, right? Then we just have no clock. So we'll just play it slow and steady first. Each opponent mills 14. Yeah, we're going to let that one resolve. That's 3 birthing rituals gone and 1 endurance. Oh, we found an endurance. That's really good to see. Well, we can swing in. I guess there's no reason to do anything now because we can just go end of turn, flash in endurance, and then that'll be lethal next turn. Yo, this deck is sweet. I feel like you're not doing anything, but you also like just getting so many cards. Very weird deck. Simic is not my wheelhouse, so it's fun to try this. Hedron Crab. Yeah, sure. Down to 25 cards. Just over halfway for them. I would imagine this is going to resolve. We've got the Force of Negation backup, so we know this is very, very likely to resolve. Oh, they've only got 2 cards, so it'd have to be... Oh, no, they've got 2 Shelldocks, right? So maybe they're thinking crack the shell docks in response. Oh, it just says you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. I don't know if that means at instant speed if it's a sorcery. I think it does. What do we got? What's going on? Casting Drown into the lock. Yeah, happy to just force this because Endurance is lethal, right? All right, sweet. Does anything change on the draw? I guess Subtlety is a little bit better on the draw. What's worse? No, it looks all gas to me. Oh, it's also a weird way that the crabs work, because most 1-drops, you obviously want to play them on turn 1, whereas the crab doesn't see your turn 2 land drop until you've untapped and it's not attacking. So a lot of the time it's actually better or safer for them to just play the crab on 2, then play their land for turn. So you might actually get more Stern Scalding against the crabs than you think, because turn 1 they don't necessarily have to play the crab out. They could surveil or something. But I think we're just going to do this. Call it a day. Well, this hand is a a bit of a wild one. Let's go ahead and send that one back. Okay. There's a lot going on here. Luckily we're against Mill, so we can actually cast these Oculus pretty early. Let's go ahead and keep... I think we just bin the Subtlety. We need the 3 lands. Endurance is the best card, and yeah. Like, would I even want to Subtlety there? No, realistically. Sweet. Opponent's going to start fueling our Oculus for us. Pretty nice of them. Oh no, Endurance is gone. Anything else worth of note? No, just Endurance so far. I guess we just go Beseiju. Oh, we're stuck in our draw step. Oh, it's got split second. So there's nothing we can do, right? Wow, that is brutal here. So we just lose the card. Target graveyard. Target card in a graveyard other than a basic land, such as owner's graveyard, hand, a library for them, and exile them. We don't even get the card back. Normally with those kind of effects, it will say like, oh, if it's a card from their hand, they get a new one. So we've been absolutely scammed here. We didn't get our freebie. Oh, we found a land. That's pretty nice here. With only 4 cards in hand, they are running out of... It feels like they're running out of steam a little bit. Because we've still got 41 cards left. We might as well end of turn Surveil, I think. We've got 9 cards in our graveyard. Yeah. I was going to say we want to play around Drown in the Lock, but we won't be able to, because if we exile 6, they'll still have there'll still be 3 cards in our bin. We don't need that. They're going to Archive Trap us, sure. Okay, down to 26 cards. That's just so many cards. 13. Oh, they've got more action. Sure. That's pretty good. I think this is probably the best card in Mill, right? Another Archive Trap? I think we just lost the game. No. Turn 3 win with Mill. I didn't even know that they could do that. That is insane. Triple Archive Trap. GG opponent. That's insane. I can't even be mad at that. Alright, let's give this another go. Definitely want to play first. Oh, this hand is a bit slow. Okay, alright, we've got some things going on here. It feels so weird playing this deck because I'm so used to trying to... Like, oh, is that the right card to get rid of? I think so. Yeah, I'm so used to normally trying to play like 1-drops and 1-mana interaction in Zoo. And then here I am playing a deck with no 1-drops in at all. It's so weird. Ugin's Labyrinth from our opponent. This Harbinger could come in clutch. Let's go for a Hedge Maze. Yep, we'll definitely keep that on top. Oh, opponent's got to stop during our upkeep. What are they up to? Pesky Eldrazi players. So we'll play a land. Blue-green. Play a little Oracle. Nice. So trigger happens. What do we got? We draw a Shardless Agent. Okay. So the opponent does know about that, of course. I'm not sure what we'll need to use this flare on, to be honest. Warping Whale. Sure. That feels like a great exchange. Sweet. I think we're just going to slam this Harbinger and hope for the best. We need double blue, so I guess we get the island. Can they beat this? Because they haven't got K command up. So they're just going to make some dudes. I think... Oh, we can't flare that. Okay, sure. Well, I guess it happens then. So they... I guess they could go like land into K command if they use their whole turn. But I think we still had to play it out, right? What's the other option? Play Shardless Agent, keep up Flare, and then wait till next turn? I don't think that makes much sense. Oh, we're against the Tron version. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. I guess we are supposed to flare this, are we? If you flare it, they don't get the dudes. Or we can play... No, I think we're better off playing Shardless Agent and then just flaring an actual spell that they cast. Instead of stopping it like a small ramp spell. Another one. Sure. Let's just play another one then, I guess. I still can't help but feel like this isn't actually achieving that much. If we had another creature on board that we could use the flare on, I think this would be great. But at the moment, it just feels like it's not doing as much as I'd like. Playing Khan. I think that's okay. Chalice of the Void. Yeah. 1-0. That's not how that works, right? Whenever a player casts a spell with mana value equal to the number of charge counters on it, counter it. We don't have any 0 mana spells. Okay, strange. What could they be getting that we're scared of here? An artifact from outside. Ballista. Right? Oh, it goes into their hands. They're going to do it next turn. That's fine. We can Shardless Agent next turn. So we'll play the land. Cast a Shardless Agent. Cascade. Hopefully find the ritual. We find a Calling Oracle. That's fine. Still better than nothing, right? Find a Sink into Stupor. I guess this goes at Khan. They just take it. I feel like I'm supposed to dismember one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. No, actually, they're probably just going to play a land, aren't they? And then, yeah, I think what they're going to do is play a land and then just do Walking Ballista for 3. And then they can kill this and this. Obviously, they don't know if we've got the flare. So if I dismember one, they can only do it for 2, but I want to counter the Ballista anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Oh, they are only doing it for 2. That's surprising. They must have like they want to line up for next turn, right? So end of turn here, I am going to dismember one. Because it just means that we can kill Khan. Sweet. Oh, we find the Birthing Ritual. That's so good. But we want to sink, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see what they do with their token. I assume it's just not going to block. Because it's not going to save the Khan anyway. So maybe we could have done one at face just to see if they've got something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential mana. I think we're just going to do this. So how does this work exactly? If you have a 3, you may put a creature of mana value X or less from them. Okay, sweet. So we can go, okay, sack this. and then put an Oculus into play, and then pass. So upkeep, we can manifest Dread. I guess we do this one. They've got another Khan. Sure, that one dies in one shot, so that's fine. Go get Bridge. Ensnaring Bridge seems like one of their better options. What on earth is that? Put an oil counter on this thing. Sacrifice it, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value equal to the number of counters on it, or remove 10. Sure. It's like a big old ratchet bomb, right? So we draw an island for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One short of doing both. So I think the play is just all at the opponent at this point. Oh, wait. We'll do this one at Khan, just to be safe. But we can counter whatever they do anyway. And then post-combat, I think you're supposed to flip this up and then go to end step. And then we actually have a 3-drop. Oh, we have a 2-drop in play, right? What do we find? A Quattro. Well, that is worth getting, because we get a nice little draw. And we find a Flare. That's so good. Okay, things are looking very, very good now. 2 counter spells in hand. Blue Moon in play. We just found another nice big flyer. Map, sure. Oh, straight away cracking it. What's that for? Okay, just for Tron. Okay, sure. Draw another land, so we'll play that. 1, 2, 3. Play the agent. See what we cascade into. An Ice Fang, sure. So much value. I've never drawn so many cards. And yeah, we're just gonna swing for 2 turns, and that should be it, right? Oh yeah, we get to do this. So there's 2 subtleties. Okay. So sack this. Go guess. Yeah. Oh, and we keep manifesting Dread. Sure, why not? What could they possibly do here? Yeah, sweet. All right, on to sideboarding. We bring in all of the consigns. Definitely the extra Blue Moon guy. Probably Force of Negation. Do we bring in Oof? I'm not sure about Oof. So Oof turns off mana rocks, right? And most of the things Khan gets. We can also bring in Force of Vigor, but I don't think we want to. We probably are. Let me see if I can find a generic Eldrazi Tron list. Yeah, it's just 4 Mind Stone. 4 Mind Stone, 4 map, 1 Vexing Bauble. Vexing Bauble is pretty annoying for us, actually. We also don't need Endurance, do we? But then we're cutting green cards. Oh, we've got loads of green cards. I think it'll be alright. What is bad in this matchup is Dismember does nothing. Yeah, I don't think we actually do on these. We still need to cut some more cards. It's very hard to figure out what to even cut here. Oh, Shardless Agent probably, if we're bringing in Consigns. Yeah, let's give that a go. Consign's pretty bad to cascade into. This hand is fine, I guess. It's nothing exciting. Really want to find a Blue Moon. That would be a good opener. Is this just too slow? So we're going to go turn 1, Surveil over. Whatever it is to fuel the Oculus. Turn 2, fetch. That's 2 cards in the bin. 3, 4. We're still 2 away, so like another fetch or something. I think we'll keep, but this is not a good 7, I don't think. Okay, one of the less scary openers. Another Oracle, sure. Yeah, pretty aggressively going to be surveilling here just to enable the Oculus. That's going to resolve. There's a Shardless Agent, so that might help us get the ball rolling a little bit. We'll go for a Forest here in case we do find a breeding a way to get the Blue Moon into play. Another Coiling Oracle. Coiling Oracles are going infinite. How many 1/1s does it take to beat a Tron deck? Still 1 away from Tron, thank God. Another Mind Stone, yeah. Okay, this is getting scary. What on earth is what is their top end? So I think we need to go play this, shock it in, and we just have to Shardless Agent, right? Oh, that feels bad. That feels so bad. Maybe you're supposed to do a straight swap. Warping Whale, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Dismember as well. That's concerning because now they can get through. We don't have anything for Flare. So whatever this is going to have to resolve. A Chalice on 2. Oh. That was your big play? That's fine. Let's just go Hedge Maze, Graveyard, and we'll pass the turn. And then at the end of that turn, we'll just sink and Destupa this if we want to and double spell. Is that literally all they have? Their last card must be K-Command, surely. So we're calling Oracle. They knew about this in hand anyway. A sink into stupor, sure. So we can just pass here. Or we can play another dude. Oh, I think we might as well play another dude here, right? Another calling Oracle. Let's go infinite. Or show us a land and then we can Ice Fang. Alright, we're popping off over here. Ramping for days. Sure, let's get a breeding pool. Life total isn't too relevant. We'll draw again, why not? Another flare. Okay, now we're looking really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next time we can Oculus with double flare up. This is looking great. Disruptor Flute. That one I think I will counter. I don't know, maybe you're supposed to let that happen. It's hard to say. But we're so set up. Like next time we can Oculus with sync mana and flare up, so yeah, not sure. Oh, that's a lot of mana. And it's an Eldrazi one. Sure. We've got so many lands in play, we can do quite a lot now. So 1, 2, 3. We'll just Oculus. I don't think it matters what we exile from our graveyard. But that's what we're going to cast. That's what mana will pay. So Oculus triggers. I guess we take the fetch. Yeah, that's fine. We're not doing things for free anymore. We have sufficient mana to just pay for stuff. Are they just cracking it to draw a card? Okay, nice. Yeah, they couldn't get on the board quick enough here. Or they just didn't really do anything. Thought not seer. Let's just not deal with that right now. We can wait till next turn. Oh. I don't think we need to flare it, do we? Sure, you can take one. Whatever happens, the other card will stop whatever their big payoff is. We still get to attack for 5 every turn. They are still one. What have they got? They've got they're missing the power plant, aren't they? Yeah, still missing power plant for them to get Tron. I wouldn't be surprised if they cut the maps in this matchup. I don't know. I don't know what comes out. We'll play a land. Manifest Dread again. Subtlety is a great one to flip over. Just because we can just flip up to hit in the sky a bit more. Chalice on 2, that's fine. That is lethal, so we will try and go for it. Oh, they're jazz hands, right? They've got no cards in hand. Oh, sorry. Sorry, opponent. So yeah, we can do this, and then we have 11 exactly in the air. Wow, this deck is sweet. Really enjoying playing this. A lot more. It's a lot more fun than I was expecting. Sweet. Oh, only one land. We're on the draw, but I guess we could keep. Yeah, fuck it. We've got Calling Oracle. We've got a fetch for Surveil turn 1. Not a matchup where we should have done this, but that's okay. We'll figure something out. We find another Calling Oracle. This is going to be trouble. We just need a land. Easy land. Come on. Shit. Yeah, let's just go to the next one. There's no waste time. So in this matchup, we want all of the Stance Goldings. I guess we need the Endurance for Flage. And then because we're bringing in Stance Goldings, I've learnt my mistake. We'll take out the Shardless Agents. And I think we can trim a Force of Negation. I think that's it. I don't think Harboring is actually as good as it looks, so we're going to not bring in a third. Definitely want to go first. Okay, we can keep this. It's a little bit slow, but we've got the Stance Golding for their 1-drop. And as soon as we find a dude, it's just gas. We'll go for a Breeding Pool to start. Could have gone for an island, I guess. Yeah, maybe an island was better there. So we definitely need to get a forest in play for in case we do find blue moons. Let's go play forest. Play Birthing Ritual and pass. They just bin in a Ajani, so are they looking for lands perhaps? Unsure. Let's just go. Breeding Pool, Shock. And I'm just going to Endurance them now. And see what we can turn this Birthing Ritual into. Because if we find a Blue Moon, right, it's just very difficult for them to win. I mean, an Oculus is great. We'll go ahead and do an Oculus. And there's the Blue Moon. So what have they got to follow up? They need to answer this Oculus very, very soon. They're just going to double discharge it. Yeah, deal. Thank you very much. So now we can just go, I guess, Surveil first. We don't need that. Oh shit, we need to pay double blue for it specifically. See if we can just lock them out with this. Or do we want another Oculus? No, Oculus has got to be better, right? Surely Oculus is better than what than a Blue Moon. Because now we can flip this up, turn that into something else. Guide of Souls, yep. Blood Moon. Shot. We don't even need to cast our spells anymore, right? So I think we just play the island. Swing with both. So we can't flip up our subtlety. But I don't think it matters too much. So we get to Manifest Dread again. Sadly, no creature. But we've got Stern Scalding for whatever they cast, pretty much. 3 mana for a Spyro. That should just be the game, right? All right, they're gonna make us finish it. So we'll play the mountain. Swing with everything. So now they must have a discharge for one of these. Nope, they just wanted to see what they were, maybe. I don't know. Sweet. On the draw, do we need Force of Vigor for Blood Moon? Because they kept it on the draw, right? They won game 1, so then game 2 on the draw they kept in on Blood Moon. Normally that's only for the play, so it's interesting they've done that. I'm going to bring in 1 Force of Vigor just to answer it. I don't want loads. I think 1 is okay, though. Oh, this hand doesn't do anything against 1-drops, does it? We'll keep this, and we'll bin Utawara. I just like the hands with the birthing ritual in, because it allows us to actually pop off quite quickly. Okay, alright. So we can go... I guess we want to surveil first, don't we? Or do we want to use this to get a forest to play around Blood Moon effects? Is there anything they can hit that we're terrified of? I don't think so. So I think we're actually just going to go for forest here. Because I want basics against Blood Moon. And like, what are they going to do if they hit? Maybe Birthing Ritual would be scary, but that's about it. Like, if they cast an Ice Fang Quarter, first of all, they can't. But even if they could, who cares? Like, I don't think that would be something I'm scared of. Okay, they got the Voice of Victory. That's a bit more of a problem. Let's go Island, pay 2 for Coiling Oracle. We find a Sink into Stupor, sure. This hand is a bit weak because of the Voice of Victory now. These are just... Obviously, they can't really do anything. Ajani, sure. Another Ajani? Yeah. This is getting out of hand very quickly. Yep. Yep. I don't think we have anything in the deck that can catch up. Yeah, I think we're just going to go to the next one. There's nothing we can do against this. We didn't have a turn 1 play. They had a Ragavan. Then our turn 2 play, their turn 2 play was much better than ours, I guess. And their turn 3 was essentially a turn 4 play because the Ragavan token. Yeah, I don't think there's much we could have done. Other than maybe Mulligan. I don't know. I guess we keep this against blue-white control. Ideally, we would have a Birthing Ritual, but we can... Cascading is really good, actually, against blue-white control, right? Yeah. It is indeed blue-white control. We'll go for a Hedge Maze. Coiling Oracle. Yeah, sure. We'll take a Coiling Oracle, I guess. Potentially we can ramp or something. Actually, I think this turn we specifically don't want to play anything. And then flash this in during their turn. And then that way we can waste their turn too. So if they have a turn 3 Planeswalker, we can threaten it. They're going to... Yeah. So now if they want to like play Teferi or Narset, we could respond with this, and then we actually have a bit of something on the board. And then here we might as well just shock. So what are they supposed to do against this? Do they really want to counter this as a 2-drop? Probably not. Oh, that Orum's chanting in response. It was an Ice Fang, sure. But they still need to answer this as well. Like, we're getting all these 2-for-1s. This has gone very strangely. Oh, and they're missing their land drop. So let's go land. I guess we lead off with attacking. And then we can go... So I want to play the Birthing Ritual, I think. It's very likely to get countered, but then we can at least keep up an instant speed threat as well. Spell Snare, yep. Yeah, and then at some point we'll flash in the Ice Fang. In case they like... I don't know what they could do, but we'll keep it up. Opponent's just missing land drops for 2 turns now. They just... they can't keep up with the value train that we're presenting here. And look at all these cards we're drawing. I guess we play a land and let's just swing first, see what happens. Yeah, let's just Shardless Agent again. Coiling Oracle. Don't mind if I do. Oh, they see that we now have an Abhorrent Oculus, which is a little bit annoying. I'd rather they didn't know. We're just Coiling Oracle again here. Like, if our opponent even has a... Next turn they Supreme Verdict, it just doesn't matter because we can just play an Oculus, right? In fact, we might be able to play 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we could just next turn untap, play 2 Oculus. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power on board. So we've got a 2-turn clock of just absolute shitters. And then even if they do answer it, we're fine with that. Sure, we'll keep a Shardless Agent on top. Who knows, it could turn into a Birthing Ritual. I guess we swing first. Yeah. And we'll keep playing something to the board. So we'll play the agent first. Maybe this is a Birthing Ritual. That would be nice. Okay, it is. This they have to counter, right? No, they just don't have anything. We'll play the Fib as well. It draws a card. Why not? Such a weird card. They counterspell this, but they don't counterspell Birthing Ritual. That's absolutely insane to me. I think we take the Harbinger here. Try and make things a little bit more difficult for our opponent. Yeah, they concede. Nice. So we want Mystical Dispute, Force of Negation. Probably Endurance just because it's a flash threat. What's bad in this matchup? Dismember doesn't do anything. Oh, sorry. It does kill a Kahira. Technically, it does do that. I'll cut a Harbinger. I don't think that's actually very good in this matchup. It was fine there, but that was not the reason that we won the game, obviously. Is this hand even good enough? It's got a Coiling Oracle. It's got Force of Negation. I guess we'll keep this. Like, it stops their turn 3 Planeswalker. We get a threat on board that hopefully draws us into something a little bit more relevant. The artwork for this is absolutely insane as well. Okay, didn't really need to find another land, but we'll put it to good use later on, I'm sure. We might as well end of turn fetch a Surveil land, I guess, at this point. Find something to do. Shardless Agent is perfect. We'll keep that on top. So untap. I think we're just going to shock in Breeding Pool. I can't see any reason not to. Green, blue. Play the Oracle. They're going to try and counter this. Spell Snare, sure. Reasonable card to counter there. So if they try and slam a Planeswalker on 3, we can Force of Negation it. Exiling the Harbinger, I would do. Hold up. What's this doing here? Watery Grave. We've got an Esper Gamer on our hands. It's probably just for prismatic ending for the Converge. They could Orum's chant here if they wanted to. If they want to stop the cascading. Hello. Phil will fit. Do we draw 2 or 1? Draw a card if it's entered from your library or was cast. Oh, okay. I think we'd only draw 1 anyway. But I'm fine with them countering either of these. I think that's just... Yeah, dude, you got it. You counted one. You counted one of the creatures. And Mystical Dispute. Damn. My guy over here 2 for 1ing themselves. This matchup must just be a nightmare for them because everything is like it threatens their planeswalkers, and just they're all 2 for 1s. Everything in our deck is pretty much a 2 for 1 except Harbinger. We find Subtlety. I think we just want to play this and pass, and then hope they play a planeswalker next turn. Because if they tap out for a planeswalker in their turn and we just go Subtlety, like that's really good for us. They just shock in and pass. What are you up to over there, opponent? Why would you shock in a Hallowed Fountain and pass? 1, 2. Oh, that's Solitude, right? I'm pretty sure that's just going to be a Solitude, which we can't force of negation. So I think we just go to untap. Ice Fang's a nice draw. So we'll play this. Play the Ice Fang, see what we draw. Birthing Ritual, that's huge. So we can play the Birthing Ritual here. They're going to Solitude this. I think this is worth it. Just to keep our dude around, and then we can turn this into something more relevant. Or not even necessarily something more relevant, just another ETB would be great. So we might as well fetch and Surveil as well. No, we won't Surveil, so we'll get that and tap. Play that tapped. Sweet. So this goes off. What do we got? Coiling Oracle, Endurance, Oculus, or so much gas. We could even go Endurance if we want and just shuffle away their Solitude. Oh no, it goes on the bottom of their library, so that wouldn't work. So I guess we go for Oculus. Yeah, we'll go for Oculus. So during their upkeep, we can activate this, and then hopefully we find a creature, which we do, thank God. So now even if they Solitude, we have a backup. Yeah, we knew this was going to happen. Just wanted to find a creature off this, which we did. Shardless Agent as well. This deck is so sweet. So we get to Cascade here. No way. We find a birthing ritual, which we're just popping off. I guess we play the Besagi at this point. Why not? You know what? I'm just going to offer the trade. Deal. I don't really care either way. We're the ones with a double birthing ritual. Alright, sweet. First one happens. Oh, there's an Oculus there. How could we not? The Fib would have been nice, but I don't think it's worth it. Not for an Oculus. So now we get to Manifest Dread again. Shame to see both of our rituals gone. So that's all four now gone through. You can only flip up creatures, right? Pretty sure. That's a shame. I guess we'll have to settle with just 2 birthing rituals. They're just passing the turn. Sweet. Let's just go to combat, and I think I'm just going to swing in with everything. If they eat the subtlety, I don't think I care too much. Actually, yes, we do. So we'll swing with everything. But I'll quickly flip this up now, just so we don't get blocked by the Solitude. Yeah, we'll just go to end step, trigger some rituals. So the first one, sure. So we'll turn subtlety into, which is better? I guess it's Coiling Oracle, right? Because it can put the line into play. I don't care if they know what it is. Okay, they see a Force of Negation, and the second one, okay, sack this. And I think we just... Oh, no. We'll go for the Oculus. Who am I kidding? Opponent is just an absolute champ for letting us play this out. They could still just find a verdict, I guess. But it has to be off the top, right? Because if they had one, they would have used it ages ago. Sweet. That was a hell of a game. What do we got? Well... These are all cards we put in our deck, so I guess we have a curve. If I had a birthing ritual, every hand would be better, so can't expect one every time. If your opponent sees this on turn 1, do they just assume we're on Neo form? Blue-red Ragavan. Are we against Zoo? Oh, maybe I should have subtletied that. No, we could just play Coiling Oracle. Oh, there's the birthing ritual. Shardless Agent goes to hand. That's a really good one. Is the opponent going to bolt the Oracle here? They are. That's fine. I'm assuming this is Zoo. Maybe now a Temple Garden into a Kavu? Into nothing. Okay, that's great news for us. So let's go Windswept Heath, crack this. We'll get a Forest. We'll just Shardless Agent. Find Coiling Oracle. Oh, so much value. This poor Ragavan is... It's a treacherous road for this Ragavan to get through. Sweet. So whatever creature they try and follow up with, we can subtlety. I think things are looking pretty good for us. This deck is so grindy. I feel like I feel like we've drawn so many cards already, and it's only turn 3. I used to play random shitters on the board as well, so people's creatures don't get through. You threaten planeswalkers with like little chips of damage. Fable works, so they're on like a Fable Flage version of Zoo. Ragavan can't get in. Endurance is perfect against a Flage. So we need to play a land, right? If we want to play Birthing Ritual, we want to play around Stubby D, which we can because they don't have Ferocious. So step 1 is play Birthing Ritual. And I don't think we even need to bother paying life. We're not in a hurry to do anything, so we're just going to do this. Go to end step, trigger the ritual, find a subtlety and an Oculus. Perfect. So we'll sack this, go get the Oculus, and now somehow we have the biggest creature on the board. Opponent just put, you used to be my zoo hero, now you're some degen playing this. What happened? Where did we go wrong? Oh, that's so funny that our opponent noticed. That's so funny. You used to be my zoo hero, now you're a degen playing this. I truly am a traitor. I'm sorry. I've got to screenshot that. That is so funny. So opponent's triggering their Fable. They discard Leyline of the Guild Pact and a Ragavan, sure. Opponent's deep in the tank here. They better not be stream sniping. Showtime, you better not be stream sniping right now. Leyline binding on the Oculus. That unfortunately resolves. Doesn't answer the birthing ritual though, which is actually, I think, equally as much of a problem. Opponent's just getting in the red zone. Gotta respect it. Is this a 2-2 when it's... Yeah, it is a 2-2. Manifested. Nice. I think our opponent is absolutely correct here and just trading off the board, because the longer Birthing Ritual's in play, the longer we're going to get the value, right? Oh, opponent plays a Kavu. Just a wee little 4/4 though. Yeah, you can keep your Kavu. We can Stubby D it here, I guess, if we want. Sorry, not Stubby D. Dismember. They could have Stubby D, but we'll find out. They don't have it. Nice. So here we're just going to go Oculus, I think. And I guess we just pass. We could have gone Fib, but I don't see any reason to. They've got the binding. Maybe that was a reason to. Okay, they flip their Kiki-Jiki. Sorry, their reflection of Kiki-Jiki. It's not the full legit thing. Oh, sweet Jesus. A Draco with haste. I think we ditch this. Really don't want to deal with the Draco right now. We can just play Fib, play Endurance, trigger this, and flood the board again. Opponent's tapped out, so even if they draw the Draco next turn, they can give it haste again. They are still missing black as well from their domain. Oh, that is such a good draw. That is so good. So we'll play the Fib, draw a card. Oh god. Yeah, opponent just concedes. On to game 2. So against Zoo, what do we want? Force of Negation. Sorry, Force of Vigor is good. Consign is... it's fine. Obviously, Harbinger is great. That's about it. Stern Scolding does not work on Kavus, so bear that in mind. What is bad in this matchup? I guess on the draw, Harbinger isn't actually as good, but we do pretty good at flooding the board to drag out to the late game. Endurance is fine for Flage. I think... yeah, it's hard to say what we even cut here. I think Force is just about good enough because you have Draco and Leyline of the Guild Pact and Leyline Binding, all which are just really good to answer. We'll cut Force of Negations. They're actually fine against Zoo, but they're not amazing. It's good at like saving your dudes against Leyline Binding, same as saving the Birthing Ritual. But the problem with that is that if they do it during your turn, which they often will, then you obviously can't use it for free. So one extra card to cut. I think it's going to be a Flare. No, Flare's so good. We'll do that. One Fib. Double Blue Moon. We've got the Subtlety. Alright, I guess we're in. This hand is very clunky, but we'll keep. We've dodged the turn 1 Ragavan. We draw on the second Subtlety. So we could just try and not let our opponent ever resolve a spell. We're going to bin that. It doesn't do anything for us right now. Opponent gets their Indatha Triumph. So we're looking at a Draco or a Kavu here, I would expect. Kavu. We're going to have to get rid of the Oculus just because we can't even cast it right now. So we buy ourselves a little bit of time against the Kavu. Not forever, though. So here we can just go get a Forest, play the Birthing Ritual. And then we just hope that they don't have too much going on. I feel like this deck could just play like 1 or 2 white sources and then play Renegade Rallier as well. Renegade Rallier is so sweet. I'll show you guys what it is. It goes like perfectly in pod decks. Is this guy. Oh, you probably can't see because of my fucking stream HUD, right? This guy. When he ETBs, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, return target permanent with CMC 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you can bring back another ritual if you've got one of them in the graveyard. There's so many things you can do. We're running out of cards pretty badly here, but I think to buy time, it's worth it. So now we can just go Harbinger, and even if we don't use the Birthing Ritual, we just shut off so much of their mana. Like they could have a Ragavan here to use with the remainder red. Pretty sure they don't though. Oh, we find the Coiling Oracle. That's perfect for next turn. But this turn, we're just going to get the Harbinger in play. I'm just going to have to... I was going to put something in chat, but never mind. We'll just play the Harbinger. Oh, shit. Let's tap our mana properly. Yeah, normally you don't want to play Harbinger in against aggro decks if they're ahead on board, because obviously then if you lock the board up, it's... Opponent just put good luck on the stream. Sweet. And we managed to get 3-2 with that, which I think we will take. Let me just go back to the deck and we'll discuss it. So yeah, that is the league. So thank you for watching if you've been watching here live, and or if you're on YouTube as well. If you do want to see content live, then I start at about 12 o'clock UK time, which I think is GMT. So I think that's about 6 a.m. for America. So maybe if you're in the morning in America, that's where most of my viewership is. If there anything I would want to change, I feel like you could play Renegade Rallier in here somewhere. I did get up a... Shit, where is it? I'll show you guys what it is. Renegade Rallier MTG. I feel like this card could be in the deck very easily. ETB, if you've had something leave the battlefield this turn, return a 2 CMC spell from your creature or permanent from your graveyard to play. So if you Birthing Ritual into it, you get your 2-drop back. That could be pretty sweet. I don't know. Maybe someone's already tried it and it works out not good enough. I guess it's not blue. That's probably the main concern, right? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you have any suggestions on what you want to see played, let me know. There is going to be me streaming Monday to Friday every day for the foreseeable future. And I will also be doing the VOD of that stream as a video on YouTube the following day. I do have to edit it and do all the thumbnails and all the titles and everything myself, so I can't do it the same day. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as I said, let me know any decks you want to play because I need ideas. This was really fun. I've played Mono Black Burn with new Parker Luck, and I've also played Zoo with Parker Luck. I've started a new series called Will It Zoo, which is where when new cards come out, I try them out in Zoo, and we figure out if it can Zoo. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you did live especially, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.